Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Shark WV362UKT Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. And what I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum, some of the features and benefits that it offers. All I'd normally say just before we start is please give us a quick subscribe on my YouTube channel. What I do is I talk about cordless vacuum cleaners like these, household appliances, there's normally a bit of tech in there as well. So just give us a quick thumbs up, subscribe, then we'll make a start. So what we'll do first of all is to get this unboxed. And the first thing sitting on the top, it's quite alien to a lot of guys. These are the instructions, and like many other cordless vacuum cleaners I'll put those to one side quite happily. So let's see what we've got. So this will be the main head of the vacuum. What I do like about a lot of the Shark products is that a lot of the packaging is recyclable. So all of this it's paper and cardboard. Quite a few of the manufacturers are still sending things out in plastic bags, things that on the whole can't be recycled. But it's always nice to see that manufacturers are putting the effort in. So that'll be one of the batteries. Because this particular model is actually a twin battery model. There are two models available. So there's this one, which is the WV362UKT, and there is the single battery version, which is the WV361. But I'll cover that a bit more in a moment. This is the main wand, or the lance, as some people call it, or the pole, however you want to describe it. And we've got, so this will be the main part of the vacuum. Which end are we going? So there we are. That's the main vacuum. There's not a lot to it. As it says in the description, it's very lightweight. But I do like the colour. I must admit, some of the colours the Shark come up with, I suppose it's like a lot of competitors now. They're trying to have a nice looking vacuum cleaner. It's no longer just something that sits in the cupboard. I suppose for a lot of people with cordless vacuums, if you're going to have it out on show or have it wall mounted, then you want to make it look quite smart as well. It's like Christmas, this is, with these little parcels. So these are all the tools. So that's still a lot of packaging here. So we've got one of the brushes here. That's something else. There we are, that's the base for it to sit on. So I think what I'm going to do, because I've got quite a lot of packaging here, I'm going to get rid of all the packaging and I'm going to make some space, and then we'll carry on. Now I've put the packaging to one side, we can concentrate on looking at the vacuum itself. Now this design of cordless vacuum that Shark have made is quite new to the range. Now Shark do make a huge range of cordless vacuums, all different shapes and sizes, but this is certainly one of the smallest ones that they've made so far. So there are two modes that you can use this vacuum in. You've either got floor mode, where you've got the main head and you use it as a normal vacuum cleaner on the floor, or you've got handheld mode, which is where you just use the top part. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how the sort of around the handheld part to start with. But to remove the handheld part from the main wand at the bottom, all you need to do is just pull these two clips. So you've got one other side, and all you need to do is just pull those up, and then you've got the main handheld part that has been removed. So I'll just show you around this unit first. So the idea of this is it's a very lightweight design. It's just under 1 kilogram in weight. So if you do suffer with your hands, or if you're after something that's very lightweight, then this is certainly one to look at. So with this model you actually get two batteries with it. So each battery will enable you to get up to a maximum 16 minutes run time. And as far as the batteries go, so you've got the one that's in the end there, and the second one is just contained within the main floor dock that I'll show you in a moment. But I really like a cordless vacuum where you can take the battery out, mainly because some cordless vacuums, and there is still some manufacturers on the market where the batteries are self-contained within the units, within the vacuums, and what that means is that you can't change the battery. So I really like this kind of design. It just means that in the future, you know, after, for example, say 3 or 4 years of use, as the batteries start to wear out, as they do on any cordless product, not just vacuum cleaners, you find it on drills and other cordless items, that in the end you may want to replace the battery. And at least on this product it's very easy. It just saves having to replace the whole unit. So I did mention when unboxing that there are actually 2 models. There's this model, which is the WV362, and with this one, this is where it comes with 2 batteries. There is a sister model, the WV361, and that's basically the single battery version. As far as the runtime on each battery, then it's the same, but on this model you get up to a maximum of 16 minutes on each battery, but the runtime is on the minimum suction. And what I mean by that is that you've got the on and off switch on the front here, and just underneath you've got a boost switch. I must admit, I quite like that design. It's a rubber switch, and I suppose the idea is that you keep your finger on it if you want to boost. So it's not something where you've got a separate switch or a button that you press to keep it on all the time. It's just something that you just press, and if there's a certain area that needs a certain boost of suction, I'll just show you that. So hopefully you heard the difference, and on the front there was a little light that was shining just to basically say that I'm in boost mode. But clearly, I suppose with the 16-minute runtime, that's going to be on the minimum suction, so it's not going to be using the boost mode. So that's just something to bear in mind. When it comes to emptying the bin, Shark have made this very easy for us. You've just got a switch on the front here. When you press that, then it will flip open at the back, like that. As far as the capacity on this, I must admit it's not the biggest on the market. If anything, it's going towards the smallest on the market. It's only 0.25 of a litre. Now, I suppose the main aim of this vacuum isn't to do large areas and for vacuuming for a long time. This is really one of the vacuums where you, I suppose, pick it up, do a certain small area, and then pop it back. But as far as if you want to take this out, then you've got a button on the back there. Press the button and then this whole unit will come out. That just enables you to take the filter out. You've got a filter on the back, and what it will do is it's just saying pull tabs to access filter, and what that means is that you pull that and then you can take the filter out. Now they recommend to clean this once a month. There's a little note on the vacuum itself to clean it. And then once you've done that, so you just pop that back in. As far as cleaning it, I suppose there's not a huge amount you can do with this. If you've followed me on YouTube for a while, then you know that I do quite a few cleaning videos, especially on some of the cordless products. But what I've done is I've showed you how to sort of strip them down, clean them and maintain them. And a lot of people find them quite useful, because if you try and keep, especially a vacuum, clean, then first of all it can enable the suction to be improved. If you use a vacuum for a while and if you don't clean it, then things like filters get blocked, the bin can get clogged over time. So I'd always recommend trying to keep these things clean. So just a couple of tips when it comes to maintaining the vacuum. When it comes to cleaning the filter, when you wash it, I'd always recommend leaving it for around 24 hours to dry properly. What you don't want to do is to wash the filter and then put it back in the vacuum only after an hour or so, because chances are it won't be dry and it will damage the vacuum and it won't be covered under the 2-year warranty that Shark offer on the vacuum. And that's the same really for any cordless vacuum or any vacuum cleaner. It's not just this model. As far as cleaning the rest of the bin, I suppose what I recommend is getting, say, a dry paintbrush and just getting a lot of the dust and dirt off, and then getting a microfiber cloth or a cloth just really to wipe around, just to make sure it's nice and clean. And then when it comes to putting it back on the vacuum, all you do is you just locate the bin within that section, that will clip back into place, and then you can shut the bin and then you're ready to go. This model comes with a handful of accessories as well. First one is this is the standard crevice tool. Any of these accessories are designed to slot in at the end. They are well located. I like the idea that it clips into place. With some brands it's something that just drops in, and over time, I suppose, with taking it out and putting the tools in, they can start to drop out as they lose the ability to stay in, which can be quite annoying. But I'm glad Shark have done this. And then to take the tool out at the end, same as before, when you remove the main wand, then you just pull the clip up and then remove it. So that's the first tool it comes with. The second one is this. So you've got a brush at the end. I'll just show you this, because this actually comes out and it's like a double action tool. So first of all, you've got this. It's quite a stiff bristle brush, and then you've got that's like an upholstery tool. So if you're doing things like your stairs or sofa, then that's a good one to use. But things like this, where they've made it a double action tool, are really good. I suppose it just saves having another tool lying around. And then the last one it comes with is this. This is a cheeky little motorised pet tool, as they call it. And with this is a tool that rotates. I'll pop it on and show you. So the idea is, once it's clipped into place, hopefully you can see it rotating round. And again, I suppose the idea is, if you vacuum in on a sofa, or if you're going to vacuum your car, then that could be a good one to use. The main advantage of using something like this, the motorised pet tool, is that it just gets into, say, the carpet a bit more. You'd also have the option to extend the handheld unit, so it's not just handheld or floor mode. You do have the option to add the wand into it as well. So what you can do is, when you clip that into place, any of the tools and accessories I've just showed you do clip in as well. So the main advantage, I suppose, if you've got, say, cobwebs that are up high, then what you can do is you can just enable it like that, and that just makes life a lot easier for you. This is the main floor head of the vacuum, and Shark have decided to go for some really bright bristles, gone for a summery look, gone with quite a bright yellow. But as you see on the front here, they've got a technology called Antihair wrap, and there's nothing more annoying when you vacuum in, especially if you've got animals or members of family with long hair, where the hair gets wrapped around the roller, because what you'll find is you have to take the roller out, you normally have to get a pair of scissors or a knife, cut it, and then try and remove the hair from the roller. That's very frustrating, and I suppose Shark came up with this technology quite a few years ago now. It's something they use on a lot of the corded and cordless vacuums, and the whole idea is that it doesn't get tangled around the main roller. It just goes up into the main bin, and to be fair, it does work. I've tried it several times on other vacuums, and the technology itself is very good. But despite that, you still have got access to the main roller. So if you did want to take this out, then all you need to do is get a coin or a screwdriver, pop it into there, just twist it, and then you can take this plate off the bottom and then remove the roller. I'm quite surprised they've done that. A lot of manufacturers nowadays have got rid of that idea. Most manufacturers will have the option to say take a flap off, or just remove it from the side. It just makes life a lot easier. So I suppose I was quite surprised when I first saw that you still need to get a coin or screwdriver, but that's how they've decided to do it. So because the vacuum itself isn't quite freestanding, I suppose because a lot of the weight is actually at the top of the vacuum, it doesn't freestand on its own. So what Shark have done is they've given us this. This is really a dock where you can actually store it on. I'll just show you this, because when it comes to charging it, this is a really good design. First of all, you plug the charger in just underneath here, and the idea is that when it's sat on the floor, what I'll do is I'll just pop this back together just to show you. So that will sit on there like that. So when you finish your vacuuming, or you just locate it at the back there, and as long as you've got it plugged in at the back, then that's where it will charge. Now the other battery will also charge when it's in that position. So that's, to be fair, I really like that design. And on the whole, if the battery is completely flat, then it normally takes around between 3 and 3.5 hours to fully charge. Just to give you a quick demonstration of it in action. I know it's really difficult to tell from there, but it is actually very, very lightweight. Once the motor and the roller brush especially is going, then it is really lightweight. So as I mentioned earlier, if you are a person that, say, suffers with your hands and you want something that's lightweight, then this is certainly one to consider. If you're thinking about buying one of these models, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Either this one, the WV362, or the sister model, the WV361. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Shark WV362UKT Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. Please give us a thumbs up on our YouTube channel, leave any comments below. I do always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video itself. There might be something that I've missed that you wanted me to either demonstrate, or there might be a little feature on here that I've not mentioned. If that's the case, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, then let me know what you think about it. Pop it in the comments. And just be honest about it. You know, if you don't like it, then just let me know. If you do like it, then again, pop it in the comments, and because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.